Capricorn, welcome to your 3-month review. That is October, November, December, and I will point out once more the last round of in-depth reads for all collectives as of September 15th. Just as a reminder to folks, I'll be switching over to the check-in system for Thursday and Sunday. In case you missed it, once more, I'm going to post that announcement in the comments below. There you go. And this is overwhelmingly what people voted for was the 3-month review, and I don't blame them. So let's talk about it. This is the board I'm using for you and all 12 signs. We're going to take a look at the month of October, 10, the Wheel of Fortune, yes? November, 11, Justice. December, 12, the Hanged Man. The bottom row concerns itself with energies I like to look at over the course of the next couple of months, and that is the Sun. Are we on point with the Sun? What makes us happy? Do we know about it? Are we in it? Okay. Are we on top of it? Or does our perspective on the Sun and happiness, does that need to shift and change a little bit, make adjustments? The Tower, anything unexpected, untowards we should know about, yeah? So let's get cracking. Let's take a look at that fall and winter, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and respectively, you're the spring or summer if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. Let's start right there with October. Show me, Capricorn, please, in October. Show me Capricorn in October. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. If there's more than one energy clearly apparent to you on this board today, then you reverse those energies as you see fit. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. If that's the case, normal. Check your other placements, you will find yourself in there somewhere. I feel, let's do one more on that. How appropriate. The Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Wands. Oh, Death. Very good. Hey, right away. Conflict. Nice, nice. That's not a nice way. I'm sorry, that is actually a nice way to open up a month. A major conflict for some of you. It took a while, but it's coming to an end. Okay? It took a while, though, with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, my goodness. 5 of Wands, Death. It took so long to end an argument, but in October, it looks like something is final. No more arguing. Now, be it an activity in the real world or a sense of relief that we're no longer in a space of being internally conflicted or externally conflicted with ourselves or with someone else, I don't know. Let's push that. I want to see. Is this an internal conflict that's coming to rest or external? Either way, it's going to be good, right? What a huge feeling of relief that must be. Especially if it's been ongoing as the way it looks. By October, I'm happy to report some major conflict from inside the self, outside the self, comes to an end. Let's push that concept a little further, please. Show me a little bit more about this. Oh, I love it when I get to report, especially when something like this is dragging and dragging and dragging. Oh, I love it when I see things wrapped up. Oh, my goodness. And that doesn't mean you're necessarily happy, but it does say, well, at least that's put to bed. So I'd like to push this concept a little further. The Hermit, excellent. Justice, excellent. Temperance, fantastic. Baby, you have got buckets, oodles and oodles and oodles of healing and karmic balance before you. Congratulations, this is bloody gorgeous. Somewhere, and it could still technically count as a 3D application, since justice is not just the sense of spiritual balance, but it also reflects technical legal as well. So if it was a little bit of both, internal conflict with yourself, an ongoing issue, anger, frustration that never seems to resolve, it's dragging out, as we've discussed, or it's something outside of you, perhaps it's a little bit of both, okay? The way that this has gone out, it's going to be a little bit of both at this point. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look who kicks into effect immediately. The Hermit, Temperance, Justice. Oh, I have that sense of relief on your behalf. I mean, that's how good that feels. Oh my goodness, October, baby. I want you to enjoy it. Not just enjoy as in, oh yeah, I'm having so much fun. But that sense of, this is what I've learned. I'm creating peace for myself. Quiet, resolve. Conflict is over. I feel good. I feel tip-top. I'm on point. my sense of balance in the greater scheme of things, the right and wrongness. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Look at that. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy for you. I'm happy for all the Capricorns who resonate. I know what that sense of immense relief feels like. Oh, we can finally put something to bed and be at peace with it ourselves in that situation. Good on you. What you will do with that space, I don't know, but I'm envious. That is gorgeous. Oh, October is going to be such a relieving and healing month for so many of you. Wonderful. How it actually got resolved, I don't know. You would know best. It took time to be at peace with a particular subject, situation, person, or with yourself. But you're not angry with yourself or an external source anymore. You can put that to rest. That is gorgeous. And by the way, that's going to carry over into November as well. Excellent. Excellent. But that immense relief, that immense peace over a particular subject. Oh, isn't that just nice? Okay, let's take a look at you. In November, show me Capricorn in November, and that's absolutely going to flow through. Okay? Now here's the thing I have to point out with the 3 month. Sometimes I see a flow through of events and feelings over the course of several months, and sometimes it's very specific segments because we're looking at things by the month, you know? So in many respects, it's helpful to do a 3 month check. Let's see, November for Capricorn. Show me November, please. The Moon, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. I see you working through something, but it's kind of done so privately on your time. It's quiet. And it's something that's kind of like you're saying, I've been looking forward to working through something, but it's quietly done so. Quietly done so with the Moon. It just tells me that you are keeping active and busy in something that's important to you, for you to balance in, whatever that is to you, and you've been looking forward to it. Something that perhaps you've been putting off. But it's done so quietly with the Moon there. You seem to know what it is. You're saying you've been looking forward to it for a while. Couldn't get to it. All I know is that this Capricorn I'm looking at, you're not advertising it. It's something you're secretly working through. And I strongly suspect, I have that feeling, that if you need to reveal it, you will. But for now, at least in November, you're keeping it to yourself. What is this? You may not know yet, actually, with the Moon there. It may not have been revealed to you yet either. But your initial response is, I was looking forward to something like this, or I was waiting for something like this. And I'm going to put work into it quietly, whatever that means to you. I don't know. What else is going on in November? Strength, the 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. It's looking like you're showing me a very quiet recovery over something. You know it's been difficult and that you've had to carry a lot of strain around a particular subject, kind of carry the load. And you've done so quietly, okay? And you will continue to do so quietly. Why? I don't know. But it seems like you're shouldering a great deal of responsibility in November, and you're saying it's taking strength of will and resolve to work through this, but you're not anxious or keen to share the results of your endeavors. You're saying you're keeping that to yourself. It looks like it's recovery, okay? Something that you are determined to see through no matter how difficult it gets. But you're not sharing it with anybody. It's kind of like you're saying this is between you and you, or that this is only something that you indeed can take care of on your own will, your own way, because there is a strength of will there, yes, but a pride element too. It's kind of like you're telling me I got this, and no one needs to know how difficult it is. So that's your choice. All right? That's your choice. I don't know why you feel you have to keep it to yourself. I understand, and there very much sense and feel here that sense of responsibility. This is mine, and I respect that. I got that. It's your responsibility. So I can even understand that point of view that says it's also my way because it's my responsibility. Cool. I respect that. But it seems to be adding to the frustration. So it's just something to think about. It's not really for me to tell you what to do. I just see how it's weighing on you. And the more you keep it to yourself, the more it weighs on you. That's usually how it works. So by all means, I respect the private process. I'm going to quietly work through this. It's nobody's business. This is mine. This is my responsibility to carry. Especially since you seem to have more space now. A particular angst has been cleared up, and it puts you in a soothing, peaceful respect. Maybe you feel like you can continue to shoulder something now that you have more room for it, more space for it. I don't want all this beautiful sense of healing and insight to be completely forgotten, right? Because that's quite a bit that you're shouldering in November. So just something to think about. It's quite a bit. A lot of responsibility in there. It does come across as 3D real world financial activity. And I know you have that need, that hardcore need to work. But there is a frustration here in trying to carry something that's broken, and you're doing quiet repairs. Like no one needs to know but me. Okay. Something to think about. Surely you can let someone in on your process. At least one person. Like I said, something to think about. Let's jump on over here to December, please. Show me December for Capricorn. Show me December. You might have some strong Leo in your chart, and that sense of pride kind of kicks in and says, I got this. And I talk about the Ten of Wands all the time to people, honey. Ten of Wands is perfectly fine so long as the Ten of Wands of your choice. It's not enough to say it's my responsibility and burden to carry indefinitely. You have to know that you want to carry it in order to give it meaning, context, and weight and value in your life. You know? It's just something to think about. I don't want you to head into burnout, especially if you said such lovely peace over here. Okay? It's odd. It's almost like you're saying, well, now that this has been cleared up, I can throw myself into that nonstop. All right. Let's take a look at you in December. Two of Swords. A little bit of confusion here. Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles. What should you invest in? You're thinking about something, but you haven't made up your mind by December. Energy feels a little positive, though, around here. It's good. You have a slight inclination, a feeling there that something's positive in nature, optimism. Maybe I can put myself into this. What is it? But you're not decided. What is it? Show me. Show me what's going on. Show me. Show me what's going on. What do you think about? You're showing me this could be good with the Queen of Wands there, Page of Pentacles. This could be good, but I don't know. What is this, please? Show me this. What is this? I love your October so much, and I want that to carry through. But it's almost like this being resolved is like, right now I can really double down on this. And this is known. This is a known structure that's a little broken. I wish you well in that, I do. Four of Swords and Tower and the Knights of Cups. Oh, yes. Something you thought you would never do, you're saying you're going to do it. Oh, what is that about? Oh, now I can't wait to see your Tower. Oh, my. Yeah. Okay, the Four of Swords, Tower, the Knights of Cups. It's almost like you're showing me, you know what? Maybe I could put myself into something. I don't know, though. And it's like, well, what does that mean, Capricorn, in December for you? Four Swords. It's kind of like I had already have a talk with myself, and I'm at peace with this particular subject. The Tower says, nah, I'm going to change my mind real quick. And then the Knights of Cups suggests you're going to soften up and open up in a particular direction. I don't know what that is. I don't presume to. But it's something you told yourself you weren't going to bother with, that you've already kind of put that aside. You already gave yourself a little pep talk. What you weren't going to open up towards or show any attention towards, you weren't going to invest in 3D or emotionally. You said, I've already had that little talk with myself, Christina, I'm not going to do it. I'm not ready. It's not the time. And the Tower says, well, actually, Chief, hold on. This is what you thought. We see what you concluded. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and change our mind. Now, I'm not saying that's bad. I want you to do what's correct for you. I'm kind of curious about that background noise that says, I already made up my mind on this a long time ago, because you're kind of changing your mind a little bit in December. You have a rising energy here that suggests positivity, and you're going to readdress a subject that you thought you had already rested or put to bed. Because I do see you putting something out there that suggests I want to open up towards it. Not a lot, just a little bit. That's it. That's it. It's not a lot, Christina. It's not a crime. No, it's not. I don't. But what's interesting to me was your prior conviction is that you weren't going to open up towards it, or perhaps you just thought the timing was bad or the timing was wrong up until this point. And then you're like, well, now or never. And it's not a big now or never. It's a small now or never. It's very small. Okay? But you have rising energy towards it. That's positive. So I'm going to agree with you. Go on then. Okay? It's not a big explosion. I just see you overruling a prior judgment in December, and you're opening up in some small way by December. Let's check out your sun. What makes Capricorn happy? Indeed. So many have asked me that. What makes Capricorn happy? I don't know. Water, sunshine, and 50 miles of hard work. I don't know. It's like if Capricorn's not challenged, you guys just aren't happy, at least in your 3D. Now, relationship-wise, that's a whole other tax bracket of information. Let's see that sun, please. Show me the sun. Show me the sun for Capricorn. Indeed. What makes Capricorn happy? Let's see that sun. Show me that sun. What I like there is... It's like, I'm going to open up towards this. I didn't think I was gonna, but I'm gonna now. Cool. There might be some influence there. I'm just not seeing. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Okay. We have some sort of precious connection here. We have some sort of precious connection here that we have been a little upset and or disappointed with. But we're going to put some good work into this Ace of Pentacles, who is putting forward that realistic sense of opportunity. I don't know. I just see that it's part of what would make you happy. And what that soul connection is to you, I don't know. I don't know that it's necessarily romantic. It's anyone whom you have memories with, sweet nostalgia, memories of the past. And there's been some disappointment there. Four Cups, this is normal for attachments like this. But at the end of the day, on the baseline, it would still make you happy. And I see some enrichment here with the Ace of Pentacles to put more good faith or will into it. Who extends it, you or whomever that is, I don't know. There's an equal division of energies there. I don't know. But there is a sense of, let's put more into this. It would make me happy to do so. That could be where I'm saying your mind kind of shift direction around December. Something you thought you would not put yourself into, that you've already concluded that. You weren't going to participate. You're at peace with it. And perhaps you were at peace with it. And then I see you change your mind. So again, it could be something that came through to you. Or it could be something that you were prompting even at your own kind of surprise. I think I'm seeing it further down here on the sun. Okay? What's up? What else, please, about that sun? Show me what else, please, under the sun. What else, please, under the sun? There's an authentic gesture in there. The Seven of Pentacles, slow growth, Seven of Cups being open, the Knight of Swords. Yeah. It's this energy of not too much, but just so, just right. Don't expect too much, but don't forget to participate. It's much more steadier than this segment I'm seeing here in November. It shows up for you emotionally as well as in the 3D. It looks like the participation level in this is just so, just right. Not too much, not too little. Remembering to be open. And that there's a sense that there is something here that is growing or developing and that we need to show up for at Knight of Swords. So this is active. These are active sevens. They're not passive sevens. They're active sevens. So I said, like, the temperature's just right. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not too much overgiving and it's not undergiving. So again, under this soul connection, that would make you happy. And I think This is where we kind of have our change our mind segment, flows into the sun. I have a couple of folks opening up towards each other. Perhaps you two are developing something together practically. There's a lot of practical elements in here, but given that you're Earth sign, is this a surprise necessarily? Not so much, no. Not so much, no. But there's also authentic emotional components surrounding the 3D element. So it could be that this is someone whom is precious, you're precious to each other, and you two are putting good time, energy, and effort into something that is starting to grow and take shape in the real world. And that could be work, or it could just be the metaphor for your relationship here. The point is, I have two people showing up right here, which is nice. Okay? We're remaining open to this in the right ways, and we're not pushing growth. But we do want it to be authentic growth, which is lovely. All right? And it makes you happy to do this so far. It's still an equal division. Very good. I like the steadiness around it. I like the authentic self in it. And I like how we seem to be emotionally expanding towards this and kind of surpassing or getting out of that disappointment with whatever this is. Very good. Let's take a look at that tower then. Show me the tower. Show me the tower, please, for Capricorn. I'm trying to be conscientious of the time because I plan to do several oracles. Let's see that tower, please. Show me the tower. Show me the tower. Show me the tower for Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups. Oh, man, there's a bit more in there than initially understood. Okay. So here's where I'm saying I've rested on this. I've already made up my mind. I'm not putting myself into this. And then the Knights of Cups, something comes on through. Again, once more from yourself, or you're on the receiving end of it with this connection. It does represent an element of happiness. So what's in that tower upon closer inspection is a lot of quality. Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups. Some sort of relationship here. I don't presume who. That's entirely up to you. Okay. Relationship as literally defined by two people, so it's not necessarily marriage. There is that sense here that a relationship once upon a time blew up. King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, that's a lot of authentic love and work. I'm going to push that further. We're going to push that a little further. Queen of Swords, Ten of Cups, a Six of Wands. Up. That's what this represents. So I'm looking at a past situation then. Now, I'm looking at a Capricorn who recovered from a massive ending that represented argument with the self and outside of you, feeling at peace. I see you doubling down on work efforts or something that suggests I got this, stabilizing, and it ain't nobody's business how I do it. Okay. I see your energy rise slightly, just by like a tic-tac. In December, you said you've already made up your mind on a particular subject. You shall not be investing in anything. And then you're like, but maybe I will though. Changed her mind. Then a tower shows up for what looks like no reason. And then I see you deploying some sort of emotionality. Okay, I see what's under the sun. You working things, a development or a redevelopment with a soul bond here that looks par for course, to be perfectly honest with you. It looks sweet, and it's showing me stabilization elements. That tells me where you came from was destabilizing elements. Something about a relationship ended powerfully, and with it, stabilizing elements that we recognize as relationship, effort, time, energy, and effort, and love. But the tower sucked it through like a vortex. In other words, these elements that we thought were true are no longer true. You didn't think you would be moving on to something, did you? You didn't think you'd be moving on to something. So just to be clear, in case we're not tracking this, I told you that's massive peace right here. Massive. The healing begins almost immediately. Something's finalized. Was it this tower of a relationship? It's finalized. It's done. It's over. We're not participating in it anymore, right? Peace, healing. That would explain this enormous strength of pride I'm seeing here. Resolve to carry on, and what I do and how I do it is none of your business. Okay? My advice to you still stands the same right here. Open up to at least one trusted person about that. And by December, I see we're not sure, but feel possibly good about putting yourself out there. And even though you told yourself you wouldn't do it, or you weren't ready, or you're receiving an offer from someone and you didn't think you would take it because you didn't think you were ready. These were normal thoughts. Tower came in. We remember what happened or what went down. That's a big what went down energy over that tower. And all its elements suggest love, sincerity, balance. The tower says anti. It is none of those things. And despite that, that's either you or it's coming towards you. Despite that massive shift, I see you participating actively under something that says Sun. This makes me happy. There's some sort of soul bond here. We're putting authentic work into it. Okay? We're putting authentic work into it because we want to. We want to show up to this. And like I said, it's right about here. I like this. Perhaps you're putting yourself into something sooner than you had expected or that you thought you would be ready for. I just know it's not this relationship that was left behind. Okay. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. That's a lot of tower, guys. That's what I would definitely say is the definition of too much in a tower. That's a lot. I got swept into that particular vortex. I could see where you'd be uncertain about putting yourself into anything. You know? Now, if it's coming towards you, do keep in mind this could be their tower. And they're telling you these things. Something ended. But given your opening, that was so amazing. We have peace now. The fight's over at long last. I'm still kind of defaulting to you, but take it as it resonates. All right? That's a heck of a tower. And I can see where you'd be apprehensive to opening yourself up to anything. And I don't know that necessarily would have done because I have to agree with your initial assessment. I don't know if I'm ready to open up. I've already kind of made up my mind about that. Okay, I'm going to override it. But I can see where you would do because whatever this energy is over here, you feel incredibly comfortable with it. Like I said, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. And it feels just right. It feels just right. Okay. If you are in this and it feels like it's something you can connect to, regardless of an outcome, let's take the outcome aside. The fact that you're engaging with it right here and someone else is doing the same, it makes you happy. Okay? So what it is or what it isn't, all I see you is remaining open towards it. And active too. Actively open towards it. So I have to say that's a heck of a tower, honey. From wherever it is you're coming from, I just know that what you're entering is going to feel just right. The Golden Palace, 23. Details, details, details. Some of you are very concerned with your kind of sense of empire, homestead, this kind of thing. You want it to be productive and shored back up, I know, and reminding the details. Also the sense of contract, defining things, clarifying things, being on top of it, number 23, number 43. Okay, what else, please? The Gentle Gardener. Okay. Really trying to keep a close eye on your flock or whatever it is that you are tending to. You want it to grow. You want it to grow. I think that's where I'm saying this the most, the both of you. Like I said, it's not too much and it's not too little. It seems to be equal contribution there. But yes, some of you want to enter a place of golden prosperity. And that's why you are so focused on getting your structural integrity back in place. Number 38, Mini Mass, the authentic self. We're trying to lean more into that these days. The authentic self, who you really are. Number 50, Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. Yeah, things might be shaping in a different direction sooner than you had anticipated. They would actually make a lot of sense. Going with that. If you're that person who found yourself in this situation where something ended and it gave you peace, then congratulations to you. That tower represents quite a bit of what has passed from your life and influenced your decision-making up until this point, about how you're not going to invest yourself, it's too early or too soon, or I'm not recovered enough, I understand all that. And yet, that's what I'm saying, I don't think you'd be showing me this level of sun energy with someone else, unless they were comfortable with it. So you must be comfortable with it. You must be. Okay. Okay. Distant, retreat, or timeout. Present, focus on your abundance. That's what I'm saying. You're keeping yourself to yourself while remaining focused on what's in front of you, a sense of abundance. But I also advised you to open up. Let's try not to keep all that to ourselves. That's quite a bit. So I respect your need to work in private, to recover in private. The false beliefs. Whatever that tower represents, there's that sense of a false offer. That relationship or whatever it is we thought it was, perhaps it was a false belief of the authentic relationship, the authentic self being put into it. Because the tower suggests the whole thing was perhaps once cooperative, loving, and structured, and cared for, and detailed. You'll come to see that as a false offer. All right? So while I respect your need to keep yourself distant and focus on your present, your abundance, don't forget to open up because you are carrying quite a bit in there. Okay, so just a little bit FYI. What I do like is your comfort zone in here and building something with somebody. And regardless, like I said, of how it turns out, whatever the outcome of that is, I just like that you feel so darn comfortable in it. You keep yourself open towards it, and above all, it's cooperative. Like I said, it's just so, yeah. There's your medallion, actually. This is yours. The Capricorn medallion with the keyword here being ambitious. Oh, I see that. We have the letters F, Z, and S. We have the infinity loop. That's soul bond energy, of course. We have the goldfish of Pisces. Some of you might have some very strong Pisces in your chart. Could be connecting to one. We have the zombie in reverse, wanting to come out of that drudgery and that sense of day-to-day and the non-transformative state, the dragonfly in reverse. We have the cat in the upright. Yes, please do listen to your intuition. You will need it. But I like how you went from something that was non-transforming, and it was a kind of sense of killing the spirit, to moving past it. Now, again, I respect your need to work and to put the best of yourself into something in order to feel secure and stabilized. I understand your instinct in this respect. But do remember to open up if you need to open up. Okay? I have someone here who represents sunny days with you. I like it. Capricorn, honey, that's a hard tower, but remember your opening. Look at all that healing. That wasn't random. That was not random at all. Whatever that argument was that wasn't changing, it was well overdue for it to end. And I'm sorry that tower, when I clarified it, it had so much detail in it. It hurt to look at. I just know it's not your son. You know it's not your son. So a little question here in December. I don't know if I'm ready to open up towards this. Actually, yes, I am. I want you to trust that instinct because there's something in there for you. Okay? I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.